Lemons Homebrew coming at ya. It's been a long week. It's been a couple of long weeks. I'm self-employed, and when things are busy, you're busy. That's just how it is. I've not done a beer review in a little while. So here we go. But, and I need a beer. I really need a beer. I've got one that came to me from Canadian Sasquatch. That's right. And it is the Buried Hatchet Stout. Now, he sent me 2 cans. I've had one. It's been over a month since I had that. This one comes from Southern Star Brewing Company out of Conroe, Texas. And they claim to be the first brewery, craft brewery that is, in Texas. It's an Imperial Stout. That's right. Let's take another look at this. See, there you go. See the buried hatchet with the tree going out of the top. That's right. It is 8.25% Imperial Stout with 50 IBUs. So, and it comes in a can. That's right. So we're going to get this one popped open and give it a try. Now it's interesting because coming out, it looks kind of thin. It looks very thin for 8.25. But it's beautiful. Look at that. I mean, that really is a pretty head on that. You know, almost 2 fingers, not quite. Really creamy looking. Just creamy. It's not big bubbles, man. There might be a few on the top, but it's a pretty beer. I'd say it's a onyx brown, almost black. And, well, let's get a nose on it. Okay, so right away I got some chocolate. I got like some lactose, like some creaminess, almost like a milk stout, and some nuttiness. I got a cat. So it has a bit of like a brown, nut brown to it as well, really. Yeah, a lot of aroma like a nut brown, a little bit like a milk stout. There's some lactose and some creamy milkiness to it as well. I get a little bit of toffee on there, more toffee than caramel, but there's some caramel as well. And of course, some chocolate, but it's like a creamy chocolate. So, all right, you know, we're gonna just dive in. Here we go. You know, the mouthfeel, first of all, is just very light. It's not medium. It's either on the really light end of medium or full side of light, but it's light. The flavor, however, is another thing. It's hard to believe this is 8.25 with the mouthfeel, because it's just not even medium. But the flavor, it packs a good punch. It's not a brown ale. It has a little bit of that, but it has that nuttiness. It has some lactose type things, like a milk stout type flavors on it. You get some chocolate on that. You get some a hint of coffee, roast coffee on that. You know, there's vanilla on it. You know, it's like a, I don't know, it's almost, the chocolate on it's kind of like a dark chocolate to a cocoa. So it makes me think of the cocoa nibs, actually, because it's not a sweet chocolate per se. You know, if you're judging this against the big stouts, it's not going to make it there. But if you want something that feels light and tasty and refreshing, this is it. It's still hard for me to believe this is 8.25 because I don't get alcohol at all on this. It is completely deceptive. You would have no idea whatsoever. I'll count that as good. I get some of those flavors like brown ales on the backside. There's a little bit of bitterness. This is made with raw special pale, with crisp brown malt, with Bryce roasted malt, with raw white wheat, and with rolled oats. It's hopped with sapphire, and it has a California ale yeast. It's probably attenuated very low. This is nice beer though. All in all, I think it's a nice beer. As far as Imperial Stouts going, and rating as an Imperial Stout, I can't rate it high. I really can't. I got to give it just on the lower end of a B. I'd give it an 84 as far as Imperial Stouts go. I mean, if you told me this was some kind of like a robust brown, I don't know if there's such thing, right? But a stronger brown ale, I'd have believed it. Now, overall, though, I'm going to rate this higher because it has an appealing flavor. That lactose, that nuttiness, hints of chocolate and coffee, a little bit of roastiness, there's some sweetness. But I think there's a lot of lactose type sweetness character. It's very nice. It's very easy to drink. It's shocking, again, that it's 8.25, but very easy to drink. I really like it. I think overall, I like it a lot, and I'm going to give it an 89, that B+, high B+. It's a very, very tasty beer indeed. So here's the can again. Here's what you're looking for, you know. It's the Buried Hatchet. Buried Hatchet from Southern Star Brewing Company. A really tasty beer for sure. I don't know what they run, but boy, I would say this is definitely worth getting a can. I enjoyed it the first time. I'm going to continue to enjoy it this time. It goes down way too fast and too easy for 8.25. This is Kevin from Clemens Brewery saying life's too short to drink cheap beer, and I will see you in the next beer review. Cheers.